everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go over my October favorites. We have 2 months until Christmas, y'all. 2 months until Christmas. I don't know, are any of y'all like pre-Christmas shoppers? I've gotten maybe like 4 presents so far. My problem is that when I try to like do a pre-shopping, I forget where I put them. And it's like my mom, because I remember growing up, like we would have Christmas morning and then like never fail, it even happens now with her, never fail, like 2 days after Christmas, she'd be like, here's a present I found, here's another present. So like our Christmas really lasted a week, and I feel like that's the same that happens with my kids and family because I just can't keep it together. So anyways, we are talking about our October favorites today. I have got, I don't know, a handful of things that I wanted to go over with you. Okay, so the first 2 things I'm going to talk about, I use in my kit, like I keep stocked in my kit, but I have used them on quite a few clients this past month and I just really enjoy them, and they're fairly new to me, so I wanted to point them out. I did a little MAC haul on Snapchat. If you don't follow me there, my username will be down below. I do kind of like mini hauls, very quick hauls when I get the products in, and then I may or may not do them in a haul on this channel. So it just depends, because I get stuff all the time. So if you want to see like absolutely everything I get, or at least the really good stuff, be sure and follow me on Snapchat. But I did have a MAC haul on there, a MAC box that came in, and these 2 things were in it. First thing is the blush. I did get this little palette too that it comes in, and also forgive my nails. They looked so good until like 15 minutes before I sat down to film, which is just the story of my life. I hardly ever paint my nails, but when I do, this happens. So I did buy this little palette just to have them in. This right here is called Trace Gold, and I've had that for quite a while. This is the new one that I purchased, but my favorite is them together. I chose to get this palette because when I bought this, I knew that it would look good with this, and I wanted to keep them together. So this one up here that I bought is called Gingerly, and it's just a very soft, very soft. Sometimes MAC blushes can be dry. This is not dry at all. It's very soft, matte, peachy. It doesn't have any pink in it. It's really just a warm color. And then the Trace Gold is more of like a highlight color. I've got swatches on my hand from other stuff too. But that right there is the Gingerly, and then that's Trace Gold. I don't even know if the Trace Gold is showing up. So what I do is I put the Gingerly on first, and then I put the Trace Gold on top of it, just very lightly. And it is so, so beautiful on so many skin tones. So many different hair colors can pull it off. It's just gorgeous, and I feel like it goes with pretty much any eye look. I mean, unless I'm using like straight up purples, then this will look good. This is also something in my kit. This right here is my personal one, but the way that I've been using it is how I'm using it on clients that I want to talk about. I'm all over the place. This is the Morphe M530, and it's just a natural haired, small, domed kind of contour brush, which I think is what it's specifically intended for, and which is what I use my personal one for. I'll go in with my Hoola bronzer or something and just lightly contour. I just haven't been contouring much lately. But in my kit, I use it for blush, and it's, I don't know why I don't use it for blush on me, but it's perfect. It's just you can like blend it as you apply it, or you can just sweep it like that. It's just so, so, so nice and very affordable because it's Morphe. Now the last thing I got in that MAC haul and that I am using in my kit, and that is a favorite, is actually a new powder from MAC, and it looks like this. And it is their Studio Fix Perfecting Powder. Now, I have always loved their regular Studio Fix powder foundation. I don't use it as a powder foundation, but I have a different color that I use to set my makeup with, and then this is what I sometimes use to set my under eyes with. As a rule, except for with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Press Powder, as a rule I like to use loose powders to set the under eye. So when I saw that they came out with this in loose, and I believe it was just this past month that they came out with this, I had to give it a try. So it comes like this. It has the mesh right here. And it's just a very finely milled loose powder. And I got extra light because I knew that I was going to get it to set the under eyes. And I like it just as well, if not a little bit better than the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm not a huge fan of that powder for setting under eyes if you're over 25. I'll use it if I have to. I'll use it if you're a little bit darker skin tone and the Secret Brightening Powder is just too bright. But that's why I wanted to get this, and it's also why I've started to really use my Charlotte Tilbury press powder in my kit a lot. In fact, I just bought some more because it's so wonderful for setting the under eyes. All right, I've been talking for a while. Woo-wee. All right, let's get talking about something else. Let me skip to skincare real quick. I have 2 skincare items, both of which are new to me this month, but both of which I knew after using one time were going to be in my favorites. The first is the Sanita's Retinol Resurfacer, and it comes in a nice little white package like this, very lightweight. It comes with a pump. I heard Brianna Stanko talk about this, and I actually asked her in the comments if I should try this instead of my Refisa, because I was out of my Refisa, which is my Retin-A, and I knew, or I was about to be out, and I knew I needed to repurchase something. And she said to definitely give this a try, but to only start off using it once a week, which is on the directions, to only use it once a week, gradually increasing to twice a week. So that's the most that it says to use this. This is some potent stuff. Potent, okay? I have been using the Refisa for 2 years now, and I never had any peeling with it, even when I first started using it. My husband cannot use it to save his life. His whole face peels off. But I just never had that issue. I don't have really sensitive skin. I didn't peel too much with this, but I peeled. Like, especially in between my eyebrows and my, like right on the top of my nose, I peeled pretty heavily, and a few spots on my cheeks. But the first time I used this, I woke up the next day and my skin has never looked or felt as soft as it did the night after using this. Like a baby's butt soft. It was amazing. So I've been using this. I've used it 3 times now of 3 weeks, and I just love it. Like, love it. And I think I'm going to use it for 1 more week and then start the twice a week, because I just haven't had that big of a reaction to it. But if you're wanting to switch up your Retin-A or your retinol or something, give that a try. You can get it on premierlook.com. Okay, this next thing is by Colleen Rothschild. I bought this because she had a 25% off Friends and Family sale, and also because it's an acid, and I'm out of my Good Genes, and honestly, I'm trying to find something that maybe not is like a dupe for it, because I don't know that there even is such a thing, but that can replace it and maybe be a tad cheaper. Now, this is not a dupe because it does not have the lactic acid and the acids that the Good Gene has in it, but it is a Mandelic Acid Radiant Serum. It's like this. It retails for $75, but I got it for $56 with the 25% off. It's very, very, very liquidy. Not my favorite consistency for a serum. I like them to be a little bit thicker because I feel like when they're very liquid and I put them in my fingers, they just end up rolling down my hand and I lose some of it. But it's worth the struggle for this. You only need 1 pump, so I can envision it being a much longer lasting serum and product than my Good Genes. I go through that Good Genes like nothing, and I use it only 4 times a week, but it's like every 3 months I'm having to repurchase a $100 serum. So Colleen Rothschild always seems to be running some kind of sale, and you also, I know if you sign up for her emails, you get like 20% off your first order. So either way, this ends up being a whole lot cheaper than the Good Genes, even at regular price. I really am enjoying this. It gives me the same like tingling, almost like burning sensation when I put it on than the Good Genes does. I still feel like it's resurfacing just the same, just with a different acid. And I feel like it's giving me the same results as Good Genes. So I took the Good Genes, I have my cart already for the VIB sale. I took the Good Genes out of it once I started using this because I just feel like it's just as good in my opinion. So I am really enjoying that. All right, a few makeup things. I am just, I am on a story time. It's not even story time. I'm just talking a lot. All right, real quick, I have this on today. Still a very, very, very favorite of mine. I have to talk about it again. The Kevyn Aucoin Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation. I will put a card up somewhere about the full review I did on this. Love it. I just love it. I love it. Again, I have it on today. It's one of those like I don't have foundation on. My skin just really looks this good foundation. Just can't stress enough how much I love it. Okay, the Becca Blushed with Light Blush Trio Palette. I hauled this month, last month, and I did a blog post on it with swatches. So I'm not going to swatch it right now, but I just want to concentrate on this one color, which of course is the color that's exclusive to this palette because, you know, that's just my luck. But it's this color right here. Yep, and it's called Wisteria. And it's the only pure, in my opinion, pure matte color in the palette. It's what I have on now. I used it in my birthday look that went up last week. I used it in my eye look today. It's just all around a great neutral blush. It does pull a little bit cool. It's got a little more pink in it, but it's just really good. This palette is a great value. Head on over to my blog if you haven't seen my post about it because I do a review and value comparison and swatches of this, but it's limited edition and I just really recommend you picking it up because for $34 it can't be beat. All right, let's talk lash primers. I have 3 lash primers. Not all of them are my favorite, but I'm going to tell you one of them is my favorite this month, but I just kind of wanted to do a little comparison real quick. Now, the Dior Show Maximizer 3D has been a favorite of mine for at least 2 years. This is my 3rd or 4th tube that I've gone through. It lasts quite a long time for me, and I love it. I've always loved it. The only thing I don't like about it is the wand is a plastic wand. I prefer natural bristle wands, and I don't feel like you get that much product when you first take the wand out. So it's one of those ones that you have to keep dipping into, in and out to actually coat your lashes the way you want it to, which can sometimes be annoying and always times time consuming. So then I got the Revitalash Volumizing Primer. Again, I hauled this on my Snapchat. I got this past month because people have raved about it, and I used the Revitalash Lash Serum. Cannot speak enough about how much I love that. This is a natural bristled wand. However, it is a blue primer. It is not white. I hope that's coming off. Let me see. Right there, it is blue. I struggle with the same thing on this. I feel like nothing gets on my eyelashes, no matter how many times I swipe the product on, no matter how many times I put it back in, take it back out. I feel like it just does not get on my lashes, and I don't feel like it does what this does as far as the length that a primer is supposed to provide, in my opinion. Now, the favorite of this month, the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. Obviously, the cheaper of the 3. The Dior Show, I think, is $32. The Revitalash was $26. This is like $8.99. If you're at Walmart, it's like $6. It has the same exact one as the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black, or just L'Oreal Voluminous. If you're familiar with that, it's a natural bristled wand. A ton of product comes off on the wand. However, I don't feel like it's too much. It does not take me very long at all to coat my entire lashes, and it works just as well, if not better, as the Dior Show. I don't think I'm gonna repurchase this. This is my 2nd tube of this. It's that good. So if you have not tried it yet, if you've been wanting to try a lash primer, definitely spend the $6 to $8 on this, and do not spend it on the other ones. In my opinion, it's not worth it when this works so well. All right, last thing is the lip combination I have on my lips right now. It's the same one I had in my birthday video, and I'm head over heels in love, which of course I would be because it's a high-end lip combination. This was sent to me, but I will personally repurchase more of these for sure. It is a Charlotte Tilbury duo, and this is the Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize Lip Liner in Iconic Nude. I'll swatch it for you. It's a very creamy texture, which I appreciate in a lip liner. Sometimes when the pencil lip liners are just way too hard to sharpen, or when you do sharpen them, they're way too hard. They're just not very emollient or creamy. I appreciate this formula in a lip liner. So that's it right there, Iconic Nude, just a very perfect nude. And then this lipstick. Oh, holy cow. This is her new Hot Lips collection, Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips. And it is just my lip color. This is Kim KW, but honestly, I think it should be called Mandy CD because I don't know. I just absolutely, this is my lip color. This is my lip color. This is matte finish. Let me swatch it for you. Oh. No, it's not a matte finish. It's almost like a satin finish. I do not have a gloss over the top of it now, if that tells you anything. That's it right there. It does pull more pink. It is definitely not a peachy nude, but it's a perfect nude for me. I find it to be very similar to my Bite Beauty Retsina, which is my all-time favorite lip color ever, and of course it's discontinued. So now I have another one, yes, more expensive alternative, but I will repurchase this when it's out. I love it that much. Very comfortable, very long wearing, and I'm excited to explore the rest of the colors in this line because I've had a thing with Charlotte Tilbury lately. Like, I just had a big box of her stuff delivered to me today that I got, and I don't know, I'm into her stuff right now. I did put that unboxing on Snapchat, so if you're following me there, you will see stuff like that. But again, really, really, really nice combination. I see this working with a ton of different lip colors. I see this working with a ton of different lip liner colors. Just a really great combination to have. That's it. That's all my favorites. I got through it, and I know it'll happen. What will happen is I will turn this off, and I will think of something else I wanted to talk about, but I don't know. I'll put it somewhere in next month's favorite, probably. All right, let me know what you've been loving. As always, I really like to know what y'all's favorites have been for the month. I always keep a shopping list going, and I know the VIB sale is coming up very, very soon. So we all need to get our list ready for that for sure. As always, thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't already, and have a very blessed day.